What up? It's from the Mind of Bo, 2021 episode. Talking that Uh, yeah. So it's 2021. Finally. I mean, I don't know what the hell we're so excited about, but that's what it is. Yo, if you used to Drake these back in the day, these damn things here, get this shit. Kroger got them, but not all of them. Now they talking about they don't carry them no more, but nevertheless. So, 2021, if you watched the live stream earlier, I got all that political shit out the way. This is not a political podcast. I don't focus on that stuff, but I had to talk about that bullshit. Motherfuckers riding White Houses and all that goofy ass shit. Yeah, because your man didn't win. He claims he won. People stole shit. Okay, fuck it. So you gonna storm a goddamn building and possibly get murdered and go to jail for a really long time. Who the fuck won? And you still ain't changed no outcome. So fuck it. I'm not doing this in this episode. This is back to the ignorant shit that y'all love and enjoy. That's why it's called From the Mind of Bo. So if you want to see my political views, go watch the live stream I did about 30 minutes ago. And you can see that stuff. But we about to talk about this stuff I like to talk about in my life. So as a people, you know, people of color have always been known to be hustlers and, you know how to make a dollar, know how to, make that side money. That side money be good money. And oftentimes we need the services of people that are specialized in certain trades. You know how to do plumbing. You know how to do electrical. Any kind of stuff. But all too often, we all need a shade tree mechanic. So if you don't know what the word shade tree mechanic is, literally, it's kind of self-explanatory, but a shade tree mechanic is basically a mechanic who will work on your car anywhere. Thus, they call it a shade tree. Like, they will literally work on your car in a park, and they have your car pulled up under a damn tree when it's hot outside, working under the shade. So that's why they call it a shade tree. Now, a lot of times, these people, they kind of just know about stuff. They may not be licensed, but they know more than you, and they probably can fix your issue. Now, I ain't gonna say have them do everything on your car. If you let a shade tree do all kinds of shit, talk about your computer and all that shit, then hey, that's on you. I let shade trees work on shit that you can't really mess up. You can, but it ain't gonna really, to get it fixed back, it ain't gonna be like detrimental. Like, I wouldn't let no shade tree be talking about they need to do some shit to my computer. No, we're going to dealership for computer shit, bro. No. I'm letting you do brakes, oil change, a damn alternator, some kind of pump or something like that. Anything like that, I'll employ a shade tree. But all that technical stuff, like in the computer system, which the whole damn car is a big ass computer. So mind you, these newer cars, you can't really do a lot without getting into the computer. Unless it's like literally a pump or something that mechanically is malfunctioning. That's different. So, one of my homeboys, he, this is like probably about 5-6 years ago now. About 6-7 years ago, something like that. So my homeboy, who knows a lot of these kind of mechanics, my mom needed some work done on her car. And I went to him because the last shade tree we was dealing with, we couldn't find it. Like, that's another thing. Shade trees are not stable. Okay? I don't know what it is, what the criteria is being a shade tree. These motherfuckers is not stable. They don't keep the same phone number. They don't live in the same spot. Even if you know they live, you swing by the house and they answer the phone. Oh, they don't. No, I don't know you're talking about. That person don't live in no more. They are not stable. They are very recluse type of creatures. The motherfuckers just move with the wind blowing. So I lost contact with the shade tree we had been using. And this seemed like it might be a kind of in-depth problem to fix. So my homeboy tell me about a guy he used. Now, he in the cars, he know about that stuff. and he keep a couple little shade tree dudes on rotation on the phone because he got a lot of different cars and he got to keep them up and running. So if you call one and he ain't there, then you got another one standby you can call. So I called him. I said, "Yo, man, something up mom's car. I need to get it fixed." I think we knew what it was. Somebody told us, but they couldn't do it. So I told them. I said they said it's something with the camshaft thing or something like that. I don't know. So he said, "I got a guy." He said he could do it, and gave me the number. I was like, cool. Now, granted, we've been dealing with Shade Tree since I was a teenager. You know, Shade Tree used to work on my cars, my mom's cars, my sister's car. We've been dealing with Shade Trees for years. This ain't no new stuff. So I know the life of dealing with a Shade Tree. So I hit so before I got to phone my homeboy, he said, let me tell you something now. He good, but he is slow. Like, the fact that you telling me this, I'm like, okay, most shade trees are slow. They don't usually work fast. They're not in a dealership garage working on something with 10 cars waiting for them. They go bullshit around. That's what a shade tree does. They bullshit around. He said, no. He's an older dude. He just a little slow because I had him working on my truck, and it took him a while to get it fixed. So I was like, so should I use him? He said, no, he good. I said, dude, legit. He said, no, he a licensed mechanic. He actually had done this before. He worked at a dealership. He just, do it on the side now. I'm like, so when he tells me that, my homeboy's from New York, by the way. So anytime somebody from New York like throw you a little nugget like that, you got to take that like to heart. Like, oh shit, he didn't let me know the dude is slow. So now I'm like, damn, okay, how many days is this gonna be? Like, is it like something like that? Nevertheless, so I hit the dude up, tell him, what I need help with the car. He said, all right, I can come this Saturday and do it if y'all available. Cool. So I said, all right, so I guess we gotta go to the auto part warehouse to get the part. And then we come back and you fix it here. He said, cool. So he came to my mom's house. We went to the auto part warehouse, got the part, get back to the crib. So at this point in time, it's like 1, maybe a little bit after 1. So I asked him, I was like, so how long do you think it's going to take you to fix it? He said, 2 hours, no more than 3. All right, cool. Now, excuse me, I'm asking him because this is a Saturday night and I have a date that night. And I just wanted to make sure it wasn't no like 6, 7, 8 hour type job because, I ain't no mechanic. I know simple stuff. I don't know all that technical shit. So I was like making sure this ain't going to be no stuff. If I need to cancel my date, I can like let her know well in advance so I don't tie up a whole day. He said, no, 2 hours, no more than 3. So at this point, like I said, it's like 1, maybe a little after 1. So I'm thinking, all right, I'm looking around at 3:30 window. 3:30 window. That's where I'm kind of looking at. So, and of course, I'm not leaving the house. Like, I don't know this dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stay there until it get done. I'm not going nowhere. So I go in the house, I'm chilling on the computer doing just other stuff. So, like, maybe 2 hours went by. And now this was summertime, and this is Georgia, so it's hot. And see, my mom got a 2-car garage with 2 garage doors, and so it's a cement floor and brick walls. So in the summertime, it can get hot in there even with the doors up because all that cement and brick. So I'm thinking, all right, like it's been like 2 hours. Let me go check on him and see like how far along he got. Like, is he gonna finish early or what time? How much longer you think he got to do it? So I go out there, y'all. Open the garage door. Oh, that comes off the kitchen to go to the garage. This motherfucker was on the ground, and he was literally. I caught him just in the act of getting up, and I'm thinking he wasn't on the ground in the car though. He was on the ground, like near the front of the car, but not like he was under the car working. So I was like, I said, "Oh, you good?" He said, "Man, I must have fell asleep." What the fuck? I said, I'm saying to myself, did this motherfucker just say he fell asleep? Now I'm thinking, how the fuck long you been sleeping? Cause see, I can't hear nothing on the garage, so I'm not privy to knowing if I hear about the moves. I don't hear nothing. But that's not uncommon to not be able to hear something because again, it's not a garage with really thin walls. It's like you gotta make some real noise to hear something out there. So I'm sitting here like, well, damn, what have you done any work? I'm thinking to myself, I ain't asking you because I'm trying to process this whole damn, I guess I fell asleep comment. So I was like, okay, so like how much longer you think you gonna need? He said, oh, about another hour, 45 minutes. Okay. So like now we into so that was 2 hours later. So that was like right at a little after three. Like that's why I told you that was my hot spot, my little sweet spot of he said 2 to 2.5 hours. So that's when I went out there between that window to check on to see where it was when you talk about I fell asleep, I guess. So I don't know how much time he was sleeping, nor if he even started the process of getting the part on or fitted or screwed. I don't know what the fuck happened. So a couple more hours go by. He's still out there working. I go look out. You can pull the drapes back on the door and look out the glass and see onto the garage. He's still doing stuff. Now this is like 2 hours after the first check-in when he told me to give him about an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes. So now that's 2 hours that done passed. So I gave him extra 15 minutes honestly, and I got to look. He's still working. So my mom was the type of people. If you doing something for her and you like giving up your time, she's very very mindful and very very like she want to know when it's gonna be done because she don't want it to tie up your whole day. Like she was trying to like you know hopefully get done soon and then I could just go do what I need to do that day. Which I'm not rushing. I ain't had nothing to do but that date that night. So I'm like I'm good. I ain't got nothing going on for a couple hours. So she was like, "Well, is he done yet?" I said, "Oh my, like it didn't like he was done when I went up there." So getting into like now we into like shit. It's almost like 6 now. This is shit. It's like 6:30 honestly. So I mean, it was the sun was still up. It wasn't even close to going down. So it was like 6:30. Mind you, he started like 1 o'clock. He told me like 2.5 hours. This is 6 hours into him starting. I go out there. I was like, "Hey, you just about done?" Uh, yeah, got a little, need a little more time. A little more time. I'm trying to get it right. Okay. Now I'm like, okay, I don't think this date finna happen. First off, I think my date I need to call and let her know because see, it's 6:30. I'm supposed to meet her at like 8. If he was done at 6:30, I got plenty of time to like get myself together, leave, and go where I need to be. But he's talking about 6:30. Give him a little more time. Apparently, a little more time for him is a couple of hours because every time I go there and check, he is a couple more hours later. He still ain't finished. So I didn't call. I go call my date. I explain to her, yo, ran into a situation trying to get my mom's car fixed. Can we reschedule? I apologize. I thought this dude was gonna have it running much earlier in the day. I don't know what's going on, but I don't want to tie. I'm so sorry for letting you know so late. Can we reschedule? She was like, oh, she was really understanding. That's good. She was not tripping. She was really understanding because I told her earlier. I had get my mom's car worked on, but that shouldn't interfere with our date. But I did say in case something does go wrong, I will let you know as soon as I do know, which I did. So I didn't cancel my date. Now it's like 7:38. My mom come back there. Didn't you have a date? I said, oh, I already canceled it. Don't worry about it. She said, I'm so sorry. I didn't know he was going to take this long. My mom's one of them very, very, like, she doesn't like messing up your plans. It wasn't that big a deal. It wasn't like I bought tickets for something that was only that night only. It was like going out to eat. It wasn't nothing crazy that you couldn't do later. I wasn't tripping. So now we at 8 o'clock. So this is 7 hours past when he started. Go out there. He still ain't done. Do y'all know when this motherfucker got done fixing the car? 12 o'clock a.m. He started at 1 o'clock p.m. and told me this repair should only take about 2.5 hours. He didn't finish that shit at 12 o'clock a.m. And I was like, I actually don't. So let me back it up a little bit. So about 8, it dawned on me what my homeboy said. He kind of slow. So I called my homeboy. I said, yo, you know this motherfucker started working on this car at 1 o'clock and it's 8 o'clock and he still ain't finished? He busts out laughing. I wasn't mad he was laughing because I know him. I knew he's going to do that. But he is laughing because he's dealt with this before with him. He said, I told you, man. I told you. I'm like, dude, you said he was slow. You didn't say this kind of slow. Like, this motherfucker has worked a whole shift on my mama's car for one repair. We in the 8 hours now. He said, I told you, dog. He good, man. He just slow. I was like, man, what the fuck? So I called him the next day after he got done. I said, your boy didn't finish to midnight. He said, what? I said, dude. I said, midnight. He said, man, I told you, man. He said, that's why when I give him one of my cars to work on, I make sure I got another one running because I don't know when I'm getting it back. I said, that's fucked up. You don't know when you get your car back. But I have dealt with shade trees. I know there's a lot of shit. One time, one came to my house. This motherfucker came with 4 of his kids in the car and left them in the car while he was working on my sister's car. I'm like, who the fuck is all these kids? Oh, they're my kids, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, we out doing some stuff, so I had to bring them with me because it's all the way, the stuff we do, I'm going to fix your sister's car. Nigga, you bought 4 kids. So, and it wasn't no quick fix for my sister. I think my sister needed brakes. So it wasn't like, no shit you gonna do in 5 minutes. Like, it wasn't like changing no fluid or no shit. She needed brakes put on. Nigga, you only get kids in the car for that long. And these are like little kids. They're not all of them. 2 of them was like 10, 11. But the other one was like kind of young. I was like, hell no. Let's think about his kids with him. So I've dealt with all kind of shit with shade trees. But that one there who took that long, 11 hours to fix the car, then the time after that, I needed him to do something for my sister's car. This is the dude who took from 1 p.m. to 12 a.m. to fix. This that dude. I'm back to that dude. From 1 p.m. to 12 a.m. to fix my mama shit. There wasn't supposed to be that big of a deal to fix. My sister needed something done on her car. I hit him up. Yo, man, need you to come check out sis' car. And I knew what it was. So I told him, I said, she needs something done. He said, okay, I can come this day. Cool, we'll be here. Y'all, he's gonna come like 4:30 that evening. 4:30 came and went, 5:30 came and went, 6:30 came and went, 7:30 came and went, 8:30. So by 8:30, I done called him. Just trying to make sure this nigga ain't dead somewhere. Yo, man, thought you was coming up there to fix the thing. Oh man, was that today? Nigga, I know you're a shade tree now. I know it's very easy to have lazy ass, like, you don't want to do shit. But this motherfucker said, oh, was that today? 4.5 hours after he's supposed to be there. This nigga ain't even remember he's supposed to come fix my shit. Really? Again, if you have dealt with shade trees, you have probably had some of these occurrences. If you have never let a shade tree work on your car, you don't know what I'm talking about. At some point, just let a shade tree work on your car, just for the experience. It's like an experience. You know, it's like going to get a massage. It's like going, wine tasting. You gotta do it to actually understand it. But see, that's why I don't let them motherfuckers do shit on my car that it needs to be extensively done. I take that shit to the dealership. Anything that seems like it's something with a computer throwing codes and shit that I don't understand, or the shit running crazy, to the dealership with that shit. If it's like some maintenance shit, brakes, oil change, alternators, shit like that, I hire them niggas to do that shit. But I'm not doing no in-depth shit on my car, no shade tree. That shit might be sitting on bricks for a month before I get it fixed. But shade trees, y'all gotta do better, man. Y'all getting paid. This is not no free shit y'all doing. If you getting paid to do something, you should be more professional about your shit. Yes, you are not doing this like as a legit W-2 position, but you are providing services, goddammit. I have a home improvement business. I provide service. I don't just be doing, nigga shit showing up. I tell you I'm getting at 1:30, showing up at 3 and not letting you know that. You just standing there waiting. Boy, you coming? Oh, yeah, man. 130, man, the shit 3, 130, same thing. I'm not doing it. You say, you gotta stop. Gotta stop. This here is hidden. Mm. Um, it reminds me of a story about neighbors. Two distinctly different stories, but they both got to deal with neighbors. Now, one of them is like what I call a direct neighbor, meaning they live right in your close proximity, and then another one means somebody lives in your neighborhood, but for unknown reasons, you know who you don't know them, but you are aware of these people. So the first one, we're gonna go with the indirect neighbor story. No, let's go to the direct neighbor story, the motherfucker who live right by me. So years ago, when I used to have an apartment over near Six Flags, had an apartment with some dudes I used to work with. We had a 3-bedroom. We shared the rent and all that stuff, Young, just getting on your own, living that good life. So I had these neighbors that moved in downstairs. And they moved in an apartment, I want to say right under ours. We had a 3-bedroom and they was right under us. I think they were right under us. So they were older, not older like older people. They were older than us, obviously. If I had to guess, maybe late 40s, early 50s, something like that. And motherfuckers I never had no interaction with them, like, hello, how you doing? My name is, none of that stuff. See, like in passing, hey, what's going on? You just don't do this shit no more. So the dude had this car. It was an old ass rusted out. I can see the car in my head. I don't know what it is. It was I want to say it was a Buick. One of them old Buicks. It was a two-door with that long ass door, them long heavy ass doors. If I see a picture, I can call it, but I couldn't tell you what it is. But just to say it's an old ass Buick. And that shit was old. Like, it had holes where the rust ate through the damn body. It was like this kind of shitty blue color. But like I said, most of the car was rusted out. Like, the motherfucker would run and operate, but I would say don't drive it too far because the motherfucker like he was on his last leg the whole time. So these people started developing a pattern, or at least the dude did. And the pattern appeared to be, if they had an argument, dude would go sit out in the car at whatever time the shit popped off and have his radio blasting in whatever fucking hour of the day or night this was. And normally this is nighttime. Now, I had the master bedroom in the apartment, so my bedroom was on the very end. Sometimes the car be parked right outside. I lived upstairs, they lived downstairs, so my shit is up, but the parking spots are right in front of where my window would be. Just think, this car had to be like a 1980 something. So think about a 1980 anything, how loud that motherfucker run. He would go sit in the car, drink beer. I guess he was drinking beer, smoking a cigarette. I guess he's smoking a cigarette. I don't know. And be playing loud ass music with this loud ass engine running. And I sleep really light. So I'm like, it'd be like sometime 1, 2 in the fucking morning. I got to work in the morning here. I'm like, and you think you wake up like, what the fuck is that noise? And then you hear fucking Luther Vandross playing. Nigga, is somebody outside bumping Luther Vandross at 3 o'clock in the morning? I get a look at the window. This nigga is sitting in the car with the engine running. I can tell the engine running because the lights on. The brake lights is lit. Engine running. And this nigga blasting R&B and shit. Now, I ain't the type of dude that want to complain. I let the shit go. I was like, look, I'm not gonna be that dude. Some people do weird, stupid, inconsiderate shit. Happened a couple more times. And he would park the car at different places. So it wasn't necessarily always on my window. Sometimes it'd be on the other side of the parking lot. But trust me, this nigga used to play the radio so loud and that fucking shit runs so loud, you can still hear it just as good. And like one night I called, I said, when I woke up, I'm like, fuck this, I'm calling the police. I'm calling the fucking police, man. I don't give a fuck what you and your wife, girl, whatever the fuck she is to you. Just because y'all have an argument, you want to go outside and blast fucking music and shit, and it's in the middle of the night and I got to go to work in the morning? Fuck that. I called the police and I told him, I said, this is my address. A dude who lives in my building constantly is going outside, sitting in his car, running it loud. The car's loud as hell, and he blasts the music just sitting there drinking in the car. And so by the time the call is relayed to the officers in the field, this motherfucker must have just gotten the house before they came up there. Because when they came up there, he wasn't in the car no more. So he had just missed the police catching him blasting his fucking music at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, drinking in his car and smoking. So I said, okay. Went back to sleep. He did that shit like a couple days later. Called the fucking police again. Now this time he wasn't so lucky. That motherfucker rolled up. He was sitting there in that car drinking beer, playing that music loud as fuck, engine running. Officer said, man, we get complaints from people. Man, you got this music blast. You cannot have music playing that loud this time of morning. That's a noise violation, noise ordinance. You out here drinking beer in the car. You can't be doing that. So they got this nigga hemmed up. Now, they didn't do nothing but give him verbal warnings about, we've gotten these calls before. So I've personally been called for this call and came up here, and you must have been in the house or gone in the house. But I've gotten this call before, so this ain't the first time we gotten this. You disturbing your neighbors. You can't just come out here and make all this noise in the middle of the night like you want to. Nigga never did that shit again. Like, this is a grown ass man. You older than me, motherfucker. I know you are. And you doing shit like this. Like, it's fine, like, because you mad or frustrated or something with your life, you gonna go out here and disturb the damn peace because you want happiness. Nigga, fuck you and your happiness. Get you a new girl. Nigga, get a better job. Do something with your life. Don't be making my life miserable because your life is shit. You gotta tell a grown, I'm like 25 at the time. This motherfucker, like I said, easily had to be about 48 to 55. He wasn't no young dude. And I gotta call the police for you to get your act together. Cause I'm not gonna go outside and confront nobody like that. I don't know what this crazy motherfucker. That's what the police for. I pay taxes. Get this crazy motherfucker in check over here. That was some shit. Like, I ain't never had no problem to do that today. He ain't never go out there doing the best of the old and gold and oldies playing his car no more. Goddamn it! When that police called his ass knew. He said, "Yeah, I got this call before, so I don't need to get this call no more. It might be a different outcome if I got to come back out here again." So I was like, "Good job, officer. Some of you motherfuckers are worthwhile." So let's talk about the indirect neighbors. Now, this is pertinent to where I live now. So my house sits close to a main thoroughfare street, my backyard. There's sidewalks on both sides of the street. So one particular night, I am sleeping. It was late. It was about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And again, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I live on the main thoroughfare, but it ain't like cars back and forth. Honestly, you might hear a car every now and then. I sleep really light. So I could, if I was kind of tossing and turning, I could hear cars. But it ain't like constant shh like that. So it's easy to hear stuff going on outside. So I'm laying there in the sleep, and I just hear commotion. And again, my ears have been assaulted by whatever the hell is going on out in the streets. Now, from my house to the main street right there, I would say probably 50 yards. maybe less. I don't know. Not far, but not close. But I hear a man and a woman arguing. Now, mind you, I am woken out of my sleep. So I'm disoriented because I'm trying to figure out what I don't even know what day it is. I don't know what time it is. I know I shouldn't probably be up because didn't I just go to sleep not too long ago? Like I shouldn't be up this damn early. And I'm thinking, is this a dream? And then I'm trying to figure out where are these people because they sound not far from my house, but my bedroom sits on the back side of my house. I'm like, they sound too close for them to be, because I live in a cul-de-sac. They sound too close to be in the front of the house from where the direction of the voice is coming from. So I'm like, are they outside on the street? So my ignorant ass, because you don't woke me up now, I start listening to whatever in the hell this is going on. Because let me tell you, again, my house is not close to the street, but these mofos is yelling to the top of their fucking lungs. Like, you can't miss this shit. And clearly this is how they argue. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. I can bet you my last dollar these motherfuckers were from New York. You know how you want to know how I know? I hear the girl screaming at the dude. Say, come here. Da, 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 da. I was at that. And here dude come. Yo, that's how you gonna do me? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what you gonna do? You messing with that dude and da, da. I'm trying. This is my family. Yo, I'm not bullshitting. It's like 3 a.m. These motherfuckers is having a full out argument, loud as fuck. Like you ain't got to get out of bed. You ain't got to let the window. I ain't even have to let the window up. I can hear everything. And they got to be right outside my window walking up the sidewalk. Because, and I could tell, like, they were going either to the subdivision. They were coming from the subdivision to my left side and coming up past mine going up the hill. They weren't going away from my house. They were coming towards me and going up past me that way. I mean, these motherfuckers was going at it. Like, this was going on for like, I could hit them for a good 7-8 minutes. And it started fading out. So they were walking either that way or that way. I couldn't figure out, but I think they were going that way. He had left the house or whatever and was going that way, and she was following him. I don't know what Shawty did or who's at fault. He was mad as shit talking about you got me down here in Atlanta and you messing with this nigga and this. I was like, oh shit, this might be a domestic violence. I was like, oh shit, should I call the police? But again, they called me, what's going on? Shit, I don't know. These motherfuckers outside arguing. It's like he about to slap her. Y'all might want to come out here and check this shit. Again, this is like 3-4 a.m. So my wits are not about me. And I'm sitting there like, what kind of shit? So I try to go back to sleep. I was like, Lord Jesus. 2 months later, middle of the night. I ain't heard nothing since then with these two. Middle of the night. That shit pop off again. She done fucked up again. This nigga left the house, walk. You know you mad when you leave the house at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning to go fucking walking away from this motherfucker. First off, who the fuck leaves the house at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning? You that hot, you got to leave the house. That's like borderline somebody finna get fucking murdered. That's some investigation discovery, first 48. Well, what happened? Well, shit, you found a butcher knife and looked like she got stabbed to death. When this dude left the house, this is twice now. I'm like, girl, you might be fucking around with your life. Like, keep trying to make up with this dude. Y'all, that means y'all have been arguing for hours. You know what I'm saying? If you doing this shit at 3 o'clock in the morning, y'all been arguing in the house for a good little while. He is just now at his breaking point where he like, yo, I gotta get the fuck up out of here. Because if I don't, I'm probably gonna put my hands on your ass. I'm telling you, when a dude leave a house, it's probably best to just let that motherfucker leave. Because, I gotta finish this swig, I'm sure good. Because y'all, I know y'all been arguing for a while. That argument has now boiled over to another area where Y'all need to go to y'all separate corners. He's like, I'm finna leave the house, go for a walk to cool down. And here you come chasing him, antagonizing him more, getting upset. Let that motherfucker walk out and cool off. Women, I'm giving you some good advice. If y'all been arguing that long and the dude leave the house to go walking, just let him go walk. Please don't go follow him, especially trying to reason with him. Just let him go walk. That's the best thing you can do. But they is doing this shit again at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Now this time, I caught the shit kind of early. I could hear it in the distance. Like, oh hell, these motherfuckers arguing. I jump up, turn my security system off, and I let the window up in the bedroom so I can hear it real good. So I'm sitting by the window like a dumbass because y'all done woke me the fuck up. And I'm like, well, shit, I'm going to hit an argument full out now. I'm just like, hey, you ever seen people argue? Like them real, like, them heavy-duty arguments? What up, King Real? People argue and they be having them kind of arguments like, you just know they do this shit all the time. Like, that seemed like their relationship. They them kind of people that they good and then they have a big falling out and fight and like a day too later they back to normal and shit. Like, that's what they do. These motherfuckers just fight. I'm like, I don't want to be in a relationship like that. If that's y'all norm, nah, fuck that. Because this seems like this is like they normal. Like, they've been together for like 10, 15 years doing this shit. You can tell people have been in like a dating situation for like, more than double-digit years because that shit to them, that's just how they are. Like, people who, if I talk to some of their friends like, yo, man, these motherfuckers, I heard them fight. Oh, that's how they are. They've been doing that for years. And they still together? What the fuck would you want to be with somebody who you arguing like that? Like, you sound like y'all hate each other. That's just how they are. Shit. Well, I'll be single like that. Fuck that. But I just was like, damn, this is y'all normal stuff? But hey, that shit was funny. Because my man sound like LL Cool J out there. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you want me down here? You done brought me down here to Atlanta and you messing with this dude and you lying to me? You gonna lie to me? Huh? You gonna lie to me? I was like, oh shit. Somebody might get fucked up. When he start doing that, you gonna lie to me? Huh? You gonna lie to me? I was like, somebody about to get murdered. I'm about to witness a murder out this window. But I'm telling you, I bet you that's how the motherfuckers are. That's their normal shit. I bet you. But that shit was funny. It was sad, but goddamn it, you don't woke me up on my sleep. I got to find something beneficial for me. And like I said, apparently that is what y'all do. Like this wasn't no, oh, we just been dating like a year. No, motherfucker, y'all been together a long time. Y'all probably been dating since like high school or some shit, doing this silly shit for years. But, and that leads me to my next statement. Everybody can't win. Like, everybody cannot win. And I mean that by the understanding of, how you see stuff when you out, you see a nice looking couple, they seem happy, they seem like they, genuinely appreciate and value each other. Everybody can't have that, everybody. I'm just letting you know, everybody cannot have quality. Everybody does not have success in their future. This is life. I'm telling you, I am not speaking negatively of anybody. I am telling you what the world is like. That's how the world revolves. You got people that are successes. You got people that are trying to find success, and you got motherfucking failures. I mean, shit. Am I lying? Just think about your daily interaction with people. You got people you come across that look like they're successful. Now, I ain't saying they happy. They just have success. They have the appearance of happiness. They look like, yeah, I got this and I'm this and I got this set up and I've achieved that. I'm not saying they happy. See, don't get it confused. Success don't mean happy. Success could be a vision. Like, this motherfucker look like he's successful. He could be miserable as shit. But it's probably stuff that he or she has that you like, damn, how do I get that? How I get a woman that fine? How she get a dude cute like that and she ugly as fuck? How she get that good ass job? You have people that have successes. You have people that strive to get there. You have people that fail. Shit. I mean, that's what it is. Everybody can't, you know, be good looking. Now, nobody's gonna tell you that they ugly. Now, well, I have actually run into some females that say, "I know I'm not attractive." What? Now, look, I'm not saying live a lie, but damn, you gotta at least believe in yourself. If you don't believe you shit, how you expect somebody else to do that? Motherfucker say, "I know I'm not attractive. I've accepted it by myself." What? Like, you should motivate yourself and say good shit about yourself. Like, why would you say that? But I guess she had a come to Jesus moment, and she saw stuff around her that she felt like wasn't her and was not, acceptable to her standards. So she's like, "Well, I ain't shit." I was like, I could never say that about myself. Now I have things where I'm like, damn, I see stuff I want to be successful more at, or see things that people have done. I'm like, damn, I want to do that. I want to figure out how to get like something like that going on for me. But that I ain't gonna say I ain't shit. I ain't gonna say I ain't shit because you somewhere where I ain't. I ain't saying that because I may have something that you want. I'm a musician. I have talent to play instrument. A lot of people would love to do what I do. They can't do it, but like they have a talent that I can't do. That's just how the world go around. Everybody can't win. You got to understand there are certain losses in your life that you're gonna be like, well, I ain't win, but I'm good at this. But don't sit there and say, well, my life is shitty. No, I'm not saying that. You just can't look at other people and value or basically put value on what you are to what they are. Shit, you're not no better or no worse, for a job you have that you might not feel is great for you, as opposed to somebody got a job that you want. You don't know. The motherfucker might be miserable. He might be making a lot of money. He might be fucking miserable. Money don't equate happiness. Money will take a lot of problems out of your way, but money will also put problems in your way. It depends on how you value it and how you have it in your life. Money is not a key solver. How they say it is the root of all evil. Have a bunch of it and see if you can't get motherfuckers away from you. We're in the fucking this mega shit they got going on now where that's $430 trillion or whatever the fucking shit is. We're in that and see if money don't become a problem for you. Because everybody, you ever came across that got your number, gonna have a handout. Successes and failures. That's what the world's about. Somebody gotta make the hamburgers. Somebody gotta make chicken nuggets. I'm just saying. I ain't saying you're a failure because you do that shit, but everybody can't have Fortune 500 job. Everybody can't have, the nice rides and these big lavish homes. That's just not how the world is built. Think about it. If everybody supposed to have the same thing, why the fuck do they build houses that cost different prices? Why do they build cars that don't all cost the same thing? Because they know everybody can afford no fucking Maserati or no goddamn Benz or no goddamn Range Rover or no Bentley. You gotta put shit out there everybody can actually take advantage of. Everybody gonna have the same success in life. Again, don't mean ain't no better or worse, but if you are in the damn delusional area thinking everybody is successful, no. Even successful people will tell you sometimes, I don't feel like I'm as successful as I'm gonna be. You got motherfuckers who look like they've achieved it, they will tell you, I don't feel like I've reached the success level I want. Like, motherfucker, what are you trying to do? But their value is different than yours. You look at it like, man, if I had everything you had, I think I was successful. That's your opinion. This motherfucker might have loftier goals. This motherfucker might want to fly a spaceship one day. Everybody can't win. Be happy with what you are. Be the best you can be. Be happy with what you are. But please don't think everybody gonna win. There are going to be some people that lose in life. That's just the unfortunate cycle of life. You have winners and losers, just like you have in everything else. If you go in a contest to win a prize, goddamn it, guess what? Somebody got to win, somebody got to lose. Everybody's not going to be no winner. But y'all don't listen to what I say. Just think about your everyday life and people you know, and they should be like, yeah, damn, that makes sense. Everybody ain't a winner. Not saying you're a loser, but everybody's not a winner. You might still be trying to get there. And it may not be no instant success you got. But it's been from the mind of both. It's been a great show. Stay safe, people. These motherfuckers lost their mind. Like I said earlier, this shit is way too gone too far. These motherfuckers is butt hurt for real. So let's just be safe. Don't antagonize these crazy motherfuckers because the law is not on our side. We could be in the right and we still wrong. But let's get ready for some change, some positive change. Let's fuck that negative, ignorant shit. Let them goofy motherfuckers and shit. Motherfucker got a fucking Viking helmet on with some fucking Chewbacca pants on. I'm like, really? Colin Kaepernick kneel for the fucking national anthem, peaceful protest, and people lose their fucking mind. These motherfuckers have broken the White House and fucked up all this people's property, broke glasses and fucked up doors and shit. So the government got to pay for all that bullshit, and we wrong for kneeling and doing a goddamn national anthem. Not hurt nobody now, mind you, but these motherfuckers is going storming a fucking government building, and it didn't change the goddamn thing. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So when you got in there, did you think that mean that the votes was gonna change and your boy? This nigga still lost. That nigga still losing his job on the 20th. That nigga still got to move. So, and some of you motherfuckers go to jail because they got very clear-cut pictures of some of these goofy motherfuckers. Like, you going to jail for what reason? Stupid shit. Like I said, from the mind of Bo, we out.